Hi, it's Mama Rose, and we're here now. On June, I think it was 5th, I did part 1 of the tower. And see, look at it now. It's been 6 weeks, 7 weeks, and the tower's going great. Look, I got a cucumber here. Can you get a close-up on the cucumber? See? And then, of course, I showed everybody the last time that I had some things growing. My oregano, which has got a lot of good nutrients in it, and I'm always going and picking that. I planted some mint today, and of course I have the basil. I have another basil over here. And the last time I did the video, I had the habanero pepper. Can you come over here and do kind of get a close-up of this? And look at, we got habanero peppers growing right here. Can you see that? Next to the lamb's quarters, which I'm letting go to seed. And there's a praying mantis has been working on all the bugs on this, but there he is right there. And so we gave him a lot to eat there. Okay, can you come around here? And we've been finding some worms on the tomatoes and little pockets of eggs, and killing those. And I just wanted to show you, I have a tomatillo over here growing, somebody gave me. And can you see over here, get up a little closer. See, here they are right here. And those are so good. So this is gonna go crazy. It was full. In case you get one, somebody gave it to you. All the leaves were all chewed up. They all had little holes in them. So I went around the back. Look how beautiful these are now. I went around the backs of all of them, and there's little sacks of eggs on here, and I was able to get all of those off, and I have not had anything else going on. More basil. We love basil. More oregano. I'm growing the raspberry leaf mostly for the raspberry leaves because they make a wonderful tea, which is really detoxifying to the blood, and it does a lot of really good things. You have to look that up. I am going to put some information down in the on what some of these things do in the description box. This is the second tower that I got from my daughter. And I just dug up some of these, and of course they're not doing that great, but I do have seedlings that I'm ready to go with, and as soon as the bean sprouts pop up, I will be putting it in. These are some that I had going already, the tomato plant, and I did have some parsley that I was able to transplant, and it looks like it's doing okay. But just to show you, can you come across here now, honey? How great the tower's doing. I wanted to show you. And also I cheated a little. I got some big gallon pots, or I think they were about this big, of parsley, and I put them all in one bucket. So now I come out and I get my parsley, which is so good. We put it in everything. So here's the tower that I planted in June, around June 5th or 6th. And look at all, these are the things I was telling you that my husband made for me to have them trail. And as you can see, if he gets close-ups, look at all the cucumbers. Look at all the cucumbers I'm going to have coming out of here. There's another one down here. And over here, cucumbers. And the tomatoes. Now I've got some bugs some worms that I caught on here. I've getting about 6 of them off. But again, I went around and I look at the leaves. I look if there's any bugs on here. And pretty much, instead of spraying it, I'm just attending to it every day. It's kind of nice out here. I go around and look for sacks of eggs from the worms or worms. And then look at, I have the chard growing. This one I'm gonna, if you're doing a tower at all, this one I'm gonna have to have Mark take this out pretty soon because the stalk is so big, it's not gonna be any good. It keeps going to seed. So I will harvest this and put something else in it. Right now I wanted a little bit of shade because as you can see down here, can you get a close-up of this? I ended up putting some right inside of the pod, the seeds in there. with the shade of these other larger things, and they came up, and I'm gonna have some lettuce here. I transplanted this lettuce down here. I think this is a romaine, I'm not sure, but I want to get it all full of lettuces. And then of course I have the string beans. We've been eating a string bean or two every day. Not a huge bumper crop, but as you can see from here, I've got a bunch coming up, little purple flowers. So, and here's some more cucumbers growing. And then this is going to be wonderful right here. This is our butternut squash. This is butternut squash here, and it's just doing great. I'm not sure what's going to happen because it's going to outgrow this little thing here. But I do have some acorn squash that I'm going to do and a bunch of string beans. And so hopefully the next time I do this, we'll be able to see. As you can see, these are kind of coming back. These are just transplants that I pulled. And this is the garden tower from Juice Plus. And again, it holds, this is part 2. This holds 20 gallons of water in the base. And you put what's called tonic A and tonic B. They're minerals. And that way your plants, you're assured of them having the vitamins and minerals that we expect to get when we eat these kinds of vegetables, our greens, and we're growing them ourselves. So anyway, if you want to check that out, it's by Juice Plus, and it's a garden tower. And but anyway, this is how we're growing our vegetables here in the backyard. So you have a great rest of the day. Thanks. Bye-bye.